You know that meme? The person lying on the ground with a crying face? Well, that's me after finishing Crooked Kingdom. Crooked Kingdom ruined my life. And here's an essay talking about it. This is gonna be a very rambly video just talking about how this book both ruined and saved my life. I just finished reading it 2 days ago, and this book is the whole reason why I'm even here, because I feel like I need to talk about it so I can get over it and just get on with my life and actually finally read something else, because I'm such a mess. I can't. It's just, oh my god. I feel like most people have heard about Six of Crows, or if you're even watching this video, you might not have watched it, so if you're afraid of spoilers, if I ever gonna say something spoilery, I will warn you and give you like some sort of sign, so don't worry about it, you won't get spoiled if that's what you're afraid of. Well, first, I guess I should maybe summarize the book. It would be a pretty good way to start, and that's what booktubers do, don't they? I don't have Six of Crows on hand because I lent it to my friend, so we're just gonna keep on holding Crooked Kingdom, but basically Six of Crows, the first book, is about 6 outlaws who have to pull a heist. Basically the biggest heist, like just crazy, like suicidal mission basically. And that's about it. Should I keep on summarizing? I feel like that was a very short summary. So just to keep on summarizing, we have our 6 outlaws who all live in the city of Ketterdam. First we have Kaz Brekker, who's basically a gang leader, who's a genius, who's extremely hot even though he gouged someone's eyeballs, and who has kind of dark morals. Second, we have Inej Gaffer, who's an acrobat, and who's been sold into sex slavery, basically, but who got out of it, and who's now basically Kaz Brekker's spider. I don't know if that's how they translated it into English too, but basically she's just very good at finding out people's secrets. And then we have Nina Zenek, who's a Grisha, so that means she has powers, and she is basically a healer mostly. She helps people. Then we have Matthias, whose last name is... can't remember, but there's Matthias, who's a soldier from another country who hates Grishas and who hunts them down, basically. So you can imagine that Nina and Matthias get along fantastically. Then we have Jesper, who is basically someone who's really good with guns. That's his skill. He's really good with guns, he's extremely funny, he's also very bad at gambling. And then finally we have Wylan, who's a son of one of the richest men in town, and who cut ties with his father, and who's also really good at exploding stuff. So here we have our 6 outlaws who have to pull off the biggest heist, and it's just amazing. It's so clever. The way everything works, so Kaz is a mastermind. He's really good at making plans. And it's just, I wish I was that clever. Like, it's some sort of genius to be able to write about all these crazy plans and like plot twists and like cliffhangers. It's just crazy. That's what's great about this book. It keeps you on your toes. You just never know how it's gonna turn out, and like if the plan's gonna work or not, if it's gonna fail, if it fails, what happens. It just keeps on surprising you till the very end, and that's what I love the most about these books. So I'm not really gonna spoil the first one. I mean, I really liked it and it was really good, but I read it a bit in a weird setting, so just to give you an idea, I bought it after hearing about it for like so many months, and I was just like, you know what, we're in quarantine, I have time to read, might as well. But while I was reading it, I decided to read it at the same time as one of my best friends, who lives in Seoul. We decided to do our own mini book club. So we both bought the book and tried to start reading it at the same time so we could talk about it, and we would like make predictions, talk about what we thought would happen, what was cast past, etc, etc. Except it was kind of a weird way for me to read this book because we had time zone differences and I wasn't reading it on my own pace, we were trying to match, so that was kind of odd, especially towards the end because my friend started reading really fast and I'm a really slow reader. I can read books in 3 days, but I will reread the same scene over and over again if it's clever, if it's like a relationship moment. Some scenes I just can't help but just keep, like, I can stay on the same page for like 10 minutes if I'm really into it. So that's what was hard for me, because then my friend finished the book before me and I still had like quite a way to go. So it pressured me into finishing quickly so that we could talk about it and so I wasn't too behind or anything. So that was why it was a weird experience for me reading Six of Crows, because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good book. But I was reading it in a weird setting, I guess. Just to give you an idea, I think the last 150 pages of Crooked Kingdom I read in 6 hours. So that's a lot, you know, for 150 pages, like, I feel. For me it is. But I was just rereading the same scenes over and again, and I was just so mind blown at how clever it was. So that's why I just, you know, took my time. But it had been so long since I had read for 6 hours straight without stopping, just reading. So that was really great for me. I had missed that, and that's why Crooked Kingdom just reignited the flame inside of me that was kind of, you know, getting kind of small. That flame that is my love for reading, so extremely grateful to this book. Now, to talk further about this one, I bought it before I finished the first one because I knew I would want to get reading very quickly. And I was right, because the first one ends on like the worst cliffhanger. So I had the second one ready and I started reading it about 2 weeks ago. And then I think I read the first beginning quite slowly. I was still not back into my old fast reading self. But then, I don't know, past a certain point, a few days ago, I was just like so into it. And it's just, you know, so many things are happening in this book, like it's so thick. And just keeps on like having plans that don't work and then other plans and it just keeps on surprising you till the very, very end. And that's what I thought was really interesting. So I just love the characters so much of Six of Crows. Like, what I love is that they're morally grey characters. They aren't perfect. In the second book especially, they're trying to heal from their wounds, from their traumas. They make bad stuff. They do bad stuff. They aren't perfect people, but that's what makes them so lovable, is that they're so relatable, that you feel for them, and you get it, why sometimes they kill, why sometimes they make bad things. Because you get it. You understand that they've been through hell and back. I think I preferred Crooked Kingdom because also, even though I was still reading at the same time as my friend, at some point I kind of reached a state where I was just reading and I just wanted to read, so I wasn't trying to be at the same pace as my friend, and that's why I finished it kind of much faster than she did. And that's kind of why I enjoy it more maybe, but also I know a lot of people think it's better in the sense that we're already attached to the characters, and the first one was very centered around the heist, the like big main plot point they had to go through. But this one, it just keeps on like surprising you and changing directions, and you never know where it's gonna end. And that's why I think I liked it more, because it just kept you on your toes even more. And it also gave more space to the characters. It gave more space to the relationship to develop. And also for the characters to heal. And that's why I think I enjoyed it maybe more than I did the first book. Because, okay, this is a spoiler, so I'm just gonna keep my book here while I'm talking about the spoiler, and I'll take it down once I stop talking about when it's finally spoiler free. The way Inej and Kaz's relationship kept evolved so much more in the second book. Like the first book, you know, they weren't together and it was annoying and Kaz was being annoying, but the second book, they're really trying. Like, it's like small steps. Like, you feel so much emotions over them just holding hands, or like that bathroom scene where he basically kind of barely kisses her neck, and it's just like, oh my gosh. It's like so little, but you can see they're trying so hard to get past their traumas. And I think that's what really just got to me, is that the relationship gets so much deeper. Like the first book gives a lot of space to Nina and Matthias, and they're a cute couple, but I saw someone say on Goodreads, like every one of their scene doesn't like give me the feeling that I need to lie down for like 20 minutes to like get over it. And that's true. Like when Inej and Kaz were in the bathroom, like, oh my gosh, I was a mess. I was just like, oh my god. And the ending, when he's like, oh, is my tie straight? And it's just so freaking cute. And it's like, they're trying so hard and they don't need to kiss. They're trying so hard to get past that trauma. And that's what I really liked. And why I guess I just felt more emotions for the characters. Because they were trying so hard to be better people and just to get a bit of happiness from life. And there's also like Jasper and Wylan. Wylan is so much more enjoyable in the second book because his character gets much more deeper. We get his gets much more deep. We get his past history, and he gets more sassy and get more confident, and he wants revenge too. And he's not this naive little boy he was in the first book. So that's why I think a lot of people prefer Wylan from the second book. But also, his relationship with Jasper, like the light banter, and just Jasper always flirting with him, and him getting all shy and everything. I feel like I relate to Wylan a lot, in terms of personality. I feel like we're the same. We have the same hair color already, almost, so yeah. So I think that's why I just like the second book a lot more. So yeah, I feel like this video is so chaotic. I don't even know. I just feel like I need my feelings out so I can finally move on and start reading in a new book. Yesterday I was so bored because I didn't want to watch a movie, watch a show, or read a book because I wanted to stay in Canada with my 6 favorite characters, and I just could not. I didn't want to let this go. So that was really tough in a way. So Crooked Kingdom is officially probably my new favorite book. It's definitely in my top 3 favorite series. I don't even know what's up there anymore, but these books are in there, that's for sure, and will always remain there. And I'm so excited for me to forget the story a bit so I can reread them. I don't even know what I want to say. I want to talk more about Six of Crows, but there's so many videos out there of people who are so much more eloquent than I am. I'm just a rambling mess who gets tired from speaking too much. But that was just me loving Six of Crows. The ending was so perfect. It's no spoilers, but just it ended perfectly. I heard people say there might be a 3rd book, but honestly, I don't need one. I'm happy with this. This was just, the ending was perfect. I wasn't even sad. Normally I'm like, oh no, I don't want it to end. But this was just the perfect ending. And I didn't need anything else. I was just satisfied. So yeah, basically Crooked Kingdom, Six of Crows, Leigh Bardugo reignited a dying flame inside of me. My love for reading is now just full on back again. And I just have so many books I want to read. I've taken notes a lot of A Clockwork Reader's recommendation, his Infernal Devices, Night Circus, a lot of books I need to get onto, so I'm gonna read all of these. I'm extremely excited. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't even know if I have anything else to say. I feel like this is a long enough video, so I probably should just stop here. But yeah, Six of Crows, if you haven't read it, read it. Read it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you're into fantasy, well, it's not even that fantasy, but if you're into YA, anything, just this book is a masterpiece. Leigh Bardugo is a genius. I will never shut up about these books. Never. I guess I'm gonna end up this rambling here, because what am I even saying anymore? But yeah, if you read this book, I don't know, let me know what you thought of it. Who's your favorite character? Who's my favorite character? I like Kaz a lot, but I think I just like Jasper and Wylan so much. So maybe they're my favorite characters. And I heard there's a Netflix show coming, and I really like the cast, so extremely excited about that. And I guess that's where I'm stopping. I should just stop talking. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a very nice day. Keep on reading, keep on watching BookTube videos, keep on getting inspired. I don't know. And I'll try and make more content related to books. And I hope we can all have a very fun time on BookTube. And yeah, that's about all I had to say. So have a very nice day. I wish you all an enjoyable time with books. And I don't even know what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna stop here.